understand what I mean by self-gratification. Something that you enjoy now and you forget. That's what that is being done now. So if they come and show you Shakespeare, you'll not be interested. Because it's not something you're going to enjoy and it's something you're going to learn. And most of our films were like that. Except one or two. Like there are some funny ones that used to make students laugh. But most of the time they were very serious films and students enjoyed that. And then there was tribal, they called it tribal drumming. The various tribes had different places on the compound that they used to play their own music and dance. So like Agoa and so forth. And then at the end of the year, the final year students, after the exams, had a dance at the gym with proper music. And they danced the high life. And the high life, it was easy because there was a formula. 1, 2, 1, 2. But then we were taught the waltz, the tango, the quick step, and it was really beautiful. Now, I don't think if anybody asks you to do a quick step now, you know what I'm talking about. Right. Now, all sorts of things happened in the street, some very, very sad indeed. There was a young man, a nephew of Prempe, the king of Ashanti, who came to the school when he was about 11 years old in 1927. He worked very hard. He was liked by everybody, even though he was a prince. He behaved like any of the students. And he was, apart from being bright, he was a leader. At one time, students were a bit difficult. The girls wanted to eat girl food, kinky. The chiefs wanted to eat tree food, ampesi. And others wanted to eat and so forth and so on. And very well putting all these different things. But the students insisted they're not going to eat cake. They are not going to eat boiled plantain and so forth. And this young man called all of them, called all the students, without asking the principal or anybody, and talked to the students and told them that we've come here to learn. You've come to learn not only what's in books, but to have a kind of life that wherever you go after leaving school, you'll be able to survive. So whatever food they give you, eat it and get used to it. So that when you finish and you are posted somewhere, and the food you find there, it's not like what your mother cooks at. You'll still be able to eat it and get on. So please, let us stop this and eat whatever the domestic beggar will give us. And they listened. The students listened. So he became very popular. Then one day he got sick. And we had a hospital. He was sent to the hospital. But the sickness got worse. And he died from septicemia. Now, the whole country was upset. In the olden days, if something sad like a death happened, and you were sent to go and report, when you got there and did the reporting, if it's to royalty, you probably didn't come back. So the school didn't know what to do, how to send this young man to Kumasi, to the king of Ashanti. And Fraser said, all right, my son will take him. Fraser's son, called Sandy Fraser. Sandy is short form of Alexander. You can say Alex or Sandy. Everybody called that teacher Sandy. He sent Sandy and Sandy with the body of the young man in the principal's car to Kumasi. And everybody was so afraid that Sandy probably wouldn't come back. So when they saw Sandy back here on the compound. They were all so very happy that the king of Ashanti allowed this messenger to go, even though he brought some very, very sad um, incident. Now, this man I'm talking about, this young man, is called Janfi, Yao Janfi. In 1927, because the school had just started, everybody knew everybody else. But all the houses were not named. They were known by numbers: house 1, house 2, house 3, house 4, house 5, and so forth. In 1929, Agri had died. Gettysburg had died. And there was a very famous Englishman who found the source of the Nile. He traveled all over Africa and he knew everything about Africa. That man was called Livingston. He too had died. So in 1929, the school decided to name some houses after very important people in the world. And the people they chose were Agri, Janfi, Gettysburg, and Livingston. And so Janfi House. That's how you got your name, Janfi, from this young, brave, hard-working leader. We hope Janfi boys will take the Now, in 1934, the inter-college, in those days, the colleges like Presbyterian Training College, the Wesley College, Kumasi, Achimota College, had inter-college sports. And there was this ivory trophy that they really, really worked hard for. In 1934, as I was saying, a prefect called Brew-Graves he took part in the 440 yards. And that was the last item. And whoever won it will win the trophy. And he was leading. He really ran hard. And just before he got to the end, he fell down. And he tried to get up twice, he couldn't. So they went to him and said, "Do you think you can get up?" He said no. And then he started crying. "I've let Achimota down. Somebody else is going to get the trophy. I've let Achimota down." And they tried to pick him up, and he died. "I vow to give my country all earthly things above, entire and whole and perfect the service of my love. I'm going to give your service, love service to your country and your school." When you go to the old old assembly, you see two lampposts there, one on the right, going up the stairs. And if you look at it, look down and you see something written on it in memory of Brew-Graves. So that's why they've got that in memory of Brew-Graves. Right, now, when it was about time for Gettysburg and Fraser to retire, to leave the country, they were worried about what was going to happen to this huge institution. So they prevailed upon the government to give the school a constitution, and it went through what was called the Ordinance of 1930. And the school was given a board, which at that time was called council, the school council. And the school council, the first chairman was Mr. McCarthy. And that's how we got McCarthy House. McCarthy was the first chairman of the school council. And the school council was given all powers. The whole land was put under the council. And arrangement in the schools, employing teachers, the running of the school was done by the school council. Until it got to a time when they realized that Achimota was really going well, so they turned the council into a school board. Now every school has a board. And then the school changed completely to become a government school. And look at us. Well, there's not much time now. There's so much we can learn about Achimota to make us better Achimotans because of what has gone on before. So I wish you all good luck. And the final year students get 100% passes and you get a holiday. Not you, those behind you, those after you, will get a holiday and they will praise you forever.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Charlotte Brew-Graves. I remember when she was headmistress, the first time we got 8 A's, we had a holiday. So thank you very much. Now, time is up, but Accra Victoria Doko is here to tell us what's going to happen on Friday. Remember, I'm performing.